Eva, nice to meet you again.
Nice to meet you, Michael.
Congratulations at first for winning the European Championship.
Thank you.
How was the competition? Did you expect winning the European Championship in your home country, Albania, or how was the process?
I won't lie, I came here to win the Europeans. I have trained hard. I'm coming from a really bad injury, from a really bad period, like depression, and really I've been, with my ups and downs, and I had great people around me.
Due to the injury?
Yeah.
What happened? Can you?
So before words, I did hurt my hip. So I was thinking, I'm just tired and maybe it will go. And then I didn't say anything in the beginning. So, but after a week, I did find myself that I couldn't get up from bed. And I was, okay, this is serious. I need to talk about it.
Okay.
And I didn't even want to compete at Worlds, but my coach said, okay, we won't say anything because the situation with the federation and me here is not really good. And we went at Worlds. We find out that I can manage to snatch, not my best, but I wasn't able to clean and jerk at all.
Okay.
And so we do agree that we won't say anything, but we're going for the snatch to do the best that we can, and then for the clean and jerk, I'm just gonna pull out. At the end, I went out for the clean and jerk too, for my first and the second attempt. But after my second attempt, my hip started swelling, and I was like, I cannot do it. This no, I need to pull out. And he said, okay, we're gonna pull out, and we had some fights because of the situation with my federation, and I'm not I can talk about it because I have already talked about my problems here in public, and yeah, here we are winning the Europeans. Everybody's celebrating.
Crazy. So what was the diagnosis of the injury? What happened?
I'm not sure. I don't know how to say this in English.
No worries then.
But so if I can show, it's something in here that it's out of its place. It shouldn't be there.
Okay.
And it still hasn't recovered completely. And this is the main reason why I do power.
That was my next question, because we saw you at your competition during the clean and jerk. You were power cleaning everything.
So I do.
So this doesn't hurt in the snatch, but it hurts in the clean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of the position of my leg,
Okay.
in the clean it hurts me more, not the same as in snatch.
Still hurts in the snatch, but
Yes.
more in the clean. Okay.
And I did find out that if I do power, it doesn't hurt me that much, and I'm more stable to do the split.
Okay.
And I was talking to my coach. I said, I want to see it how it goes. And everybody thought that she want to show her power and everything. No, it's only because if I feel that I can power clean something, and this was a PR for me because I hadn't power clean 113.
Okay.
I did the 110 in the training hall a week before, but 113 it was a PR for me here.
Cool.
And even my coach was, what are you doing? So yeah, I said I went on the bar and I said, if you feel it easy, just power clean it.
Cool.
Because
Okay.
if something if I'm not stable and I do I do open a bit wider from what I can, then I know that I won't, I will go back again.
Okay,
and
fair.
Then,
Fair. So you won the title, you won it basically in your home country. How proud are you of this achievement, especially in Albania?
I'm happy because I have worked so much for that. I'm happy for my coach because he has worked so much with me and we have sacrificed so many things. The fact that it's in Albania, I don't know if it does change much.
Okay.
I believe that.
Is it because of the issues with the federation? I mean, we don't have to get into it, but don't worry. But
Yeah, that's all right. I'm not Albania is a country that still they haven't accepted that women can be can achieve the same things like men, and we do not have the way that they do treat us. It's not the same, and you can see that by you do have not it's not a full team of men, but you can see that you have 8 or 9 men competing every time, and I'm
Okay.
the only one from the
Women.
women. And
Oh, okay. So,
so
and there's no other women right now, like training or competing in or for Albania? Are you
They
the
are,
only
um,
female weightlifter?
they are few more, but when they go at the point that they should start competing internationally, all of them they will quit the sport because it's really hard. Here you need to show what you're worth every time, every
Okay.
single time you need to show that. And if you
So
fail,
there's big expectations and big pressure.
yeah, like if you are not we have our competition, let's say we had our competition back in April, like 1 month before Europeans, and I did like 90 and 110 or 91, 110, I'm not sure. And if I hadn't, this total, and only because the Europeans are in Albania, they would say, okay, you can compete, because we did have like two more girls that they did compete here. But if it was in another place that they
You
need
wouldn't
to
have
spend
competed?
money and
Okay.
things like that, and
Okay.
my results wasn't that good, I wouldn't have been there. And that happened
Crazy.
like last year at Europeans, because of the situation with COVID and everything. I didn't have the chance to train. And my dad built, he built a small gym in our house here, so I could manage to start training again. And when we had our competition, I did like, I think 70, 78 or 79.
Okay.
I had only 1 week to train when they told us that we have the competition, and they were like, no, you're not going because you didn't, what you lift, it's not enough. And I'm like, yes, but I'm still, your best female athlete. I'm the
Yeah.
only one. And
Okay.
I can assure you that I will do more, because it's not, I'm trained, I have worked, I just need time for my body.
Yeah.
My body, it does remember what I have lifted like 2 months ago. The
Yeah,
fact that
like
I have no
muscle
gym.
memory. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will come back, and I won't come back to my 100%, but I will be able to fight for a medal.
Yeah.
And because I'm good, I'm better in snatch, and I do like more snatch. I was like, I can go for a medal in snatch. Like, why you are not trusting me? Why you don't have faith on me? And only because then I went public here in Albania,
Okay.
and I did request also to resign from Albania.
Okay. So
Yes.
so in order to like gain another citizenship.
I do hold 2 citizenship. I do have a Greek one.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I did.
So you could actually decide also right now to compete for Greece.
Yes,
Okay.
but how things work, it's not that easy, because if you want to compete for another country, your country must give you
Approval.
yeah, to
Okay.
go. If they do not, then you have to wait for 2 years. Like, do not compete for 2 years, which
Okay.
I believe, and that this is not fair, because we are not football here. Like, I don't know for the other countries, but I do not hold a contract with my federation, so I don't understand why you are like, the IWF has this rule and doesn't allow to athletes, if they do have a second nationality and they want to move to another country,
Yeah.
they must be able to do so, and
Well,
not
yeah.
be in this situation.
Yeah. This only makes sense. I mean, you have the second nationality, so what's
and
bothering them?
I've spoken with other athletes that they have the same problem with me, especially girls. They do have so many problems. I'm not the only one, and Albania is not the only country that
So do you feel like in weightlifting in total, it's still a big thing that like female athletes get not the same respect than male athletes
Well, at least in Albania, yeah.
in Albania? Okay.
Yeah.
And also in other countries you spoke to?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have spoken with other countries, and I did like now.
Do you feel like over the years there's a tendency of improvement, or is it like still like 10 years before?
No, things has improved, yeah, for sure. But if young people, like some younger, must come to the federation, so they have, new ideas. They do understand how things work. That now, like, you cannot say that women and men, they are the same only in the things that you want them to be same.
Yeah.
You must treat them, in
Equal.
So this is what I do believe, that younger people must come now to the federations, and people that they do understand how things are. We are in 2022, so things has changed, and
I agree. I don't. As I told you before, and not to get in too much detail, we are also seeing some stuff on the media side which could be improved, like, getting more attention of the athletes on social media and stuff, and we're hoping that the male-female issue is obviously way more important than the media side of things, but some younger people, or some people of a younger generation with new ideas, I think would be highly appreciated in this sport, right?
Yeah. I do, like, to me it's so, the work that you do here, all of you, the media, it's so important for us, and especially for the young people, because at the end of the day, I'm 31. I'm going, like, to end my career soon, but it's so great because people, they do learn more about us.
Yeah.
It's not only what they see on the stage, and when we are competing, they need, to get to know us and know, and maybe this is a way that athletes can come closer to each other.
Yeah.
Because, we do meet only on the competition, and you don't know what is this person like. I mean, it's a good way that.
So you think social media has improved also the interaction between you guys? Like, are you communicating with your fellow athletes from other nations often via social media and commenting on their stuff?
I believe that has helped us a lot. And
yes.
What I have seen from the very beginning is that with the Albanian, always it was like some kind, I don't know, like the other athletes didn't really like us, and I didn't know why. But with the time, I do always try to come close to the other weightlifters and get to know them and learn about their training, how they, they spend their preparation and everything. And I'm trying to come closer to them. And I do have this problem here as well, because athletes here are not close to each other.
Okay.
And this is, to me, this is terrible, because I do believe that sport is to bring people together and not separate them.
Absolutely.
So
it should be the way. Yeah, it should be definitely. So let's move this conversation a little bit to the direction why or how you actually helped, like Eric and me, obviously, the team of Weightlifting Shop, which we are very grateful for, so that we actually have this opportunity to be here and to shoot something for the media. How did all this process happen? Because I was in direct contact with Eric, and he was always like sweating and say, "Oh, I hope this works." And I don't know, but Eva is always telling me, "Don't worry, everything will be fine," and stuff. And now I'm sitting here, and we're very grateful for that. Thanks so much. But tell us a little bit about how things went in Albania prior to this competition.
So first of all, I have to say Eric is the most stressful guy I have ever met, but I do understand him 100%.
Okay.
And he's so sweet.
Yeah. Did you know him before?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
But I mean, like, it was, "Hi, Eva," and I was like, he's so desperate for help.
Okay.
Because for myself, I had so many difficulties here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't live in Albania, and when I first start, coming back, I couldn't, I did learn Albanian at the age of 18.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So it has been difficult for me as well. And I could imagine what you are being through and you know that things are not working. And also I knew that, so the secretary that we have now, she's a really good girl, but she's new and she doesn't know yet how to manage and what to prioritize and what she needs to do, and all the things were on her. But from the other hand, because I do live, you know, the last years in UK, I do love the fact that, you know, things are organized. We have a program, and I said, I do understand this guy. He needs a help, and he needs to know. And I was trying my best, you know, to make sure that he does understand that this is how things work here.
Actually, I was really relaxed, but I could be relaxed since Eric was the guy who managed all the stuff, but he was really stressed out, and I think it was like, I flew here like last Friday, and actually the confirmation we got like on Wednesday afternoon or something. So flights were booked, and we were not quite sure yet if everything is fine. So, but
yeah, I was keep calling them and, you know, staying in touch with them, and I said, listen guys, you have people from Germany, they have booked their flights, they have, like, they need to know what is going on.
Yeah.
And, you know, I got like, yeah, and I knew that it means like,
Yeah.
just cool down.
Okay.
It's like, you know,
Okay.
everything will be fine. That's why, this is what I was telling to Eric, please calm down.
Okay.
Like, it was a chaotic situation anyway, because
Yeah.
we had a couple of problems here, like with the, so the place where the competition is now at last minute, they didn't want the competition to be here because they were thinking
that would be the next question, but go ahead.
Yeah, because they were afraid for the floor that it will be break.
Okay.
And so they had this problem as well. They
I mean, it doesn't look that stable, to be honest.
Yeah, but I don't think that this is, you know, the actual floor of the basketball floor. I think this is what is on top of that.
Okay. The platform. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they haven't put things as they should, because they did organize all this like in 2 days, I think.
Okay.
So
the competition hall should have been at another place, not here.
So, no, this was the place from the beginning,
Okay.
but then they didn't want anymore. Like, you know, the people didn't want, because they were thinking, you're gonna break our, you know, our place.
Yeah.
But it was too late to change it.
Yeah. So, obviously, I talked to a couple of athletes after the competition, and I always asked them the same question. I always asked them first how they liked the country, which was recognized pretty well. Second, how they find it that they have to travel. Like, if there's no traffic, you're from the ride from the hotel to the competition stage is like 50 minutes. But if there's rush hour, it can be 1 hour, 1 hour 15.
Yeah.
And basically every athlete sort of said, well, next time the competition hall and the training hall should be, or the hotel should be a little closer. It's a little too long of a travel. What do you think about that?
I will agree and disagree for a couple of things.
Okay.
So my opinion, I wasn't asked, but you know, when we were talking, my opinion with my teammates and everything is like, either training hall and competition hall should have been here, because you know, from this side we do have the national, it's where the national team trains.
Oh, here?
Yeah, down here.
Okay.
So they could have done that.
Yeah.
There is enough space, and that way the athletes could have come then and see the competition and do not
or watch their teammates and stuff.
Yeah. It's so sad that it's empty and they cannot come to support them. Either that way, or they should have done the competition indoors, where is the
there used to be
hall,
the junior worlds were there.
And it's like, we have done so many competitions there, and it's a nice place. It's a really nice place.
Okay.
I mean,
And so, what do you think was
for
the
the
point?
distance.
Yeah. Now, who made that decision to say, well, we've done that in Durrës, fine, let's do it in Tirana this time?
I think because it's the capital, and
Okay. Just to show us, or to show Tirana and the whole country of Albania to the international stage, right?
maybe that might have been a reason, or maybe because this year Tirana is the young capital city, something like
of
that.
Europe, yeah.
Yeah,
I heard that, yeah.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
So I don't know what was the reason, to be honest, but I want to say for the distance, I do remember in 2016, like in Norway, the gym, the training hall, it was really far from where we were staying.
Okay.
But the training hall, it was like 10 minutes walk.
The competition hall?
Yeah, the competition hall.
Okay,
But
so
the training
you had
hall,
to
it
travel
was-
to the training, but you could basically walk to the competition?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was like 40 minutes by the bus.
Okay, that's not cool. Okay.
And
That's even worse.
I do believe last year in Moscow we had like 30 minutes by bus, but they were like both training hall and the competition hall at the same building.
Okay.
But still, so I'm not sure about like the distance and thing. I had my own car because I know Albania and the traffic and everything. But
So you also didn't stay at the hotel?
I did stay at Henry Hotel, but in the day of my competition, we did drive here
Yeah.
with
Makes
our
sense.
car,
Makes
and
sense.
during our training, we didn't stay, like we didn't train in Durrës because there was the Norway team was there and they were training in Durrës, but not in Fafa Hotel.
Okay.
In the where the competition was like 2 or 3 years ago, but it was a small place and it wasn't a place that could, that we could have been like in there 4 or 5 girls and train.
Yep.
There was not much space, there was not much time, and so I was coming here to do my training
Yep.
every day until Fafa was ready, and
Okay. Well, cool.
I do believe they did things very fast, and that's why
That's why
have
it turned
so
out to be a
many-
little chaotic,
yeah.
so to speak. Okay.
Yeah, it's sad because myself too, I was expecting like maybe something better because it's 100,
Yeah, the 100 Europeans.
Yeah, so
Well,
and when you're coming from last year European, which was fantastic,
Yeah.
the organization and everything, the expectations are really high,
yeah.
and yeah,
Well, let's see what next year is gonna be.
in Armenia, I think it's in Armenia.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's see. Maybe the
Yeah.
organization. Maybe they've learned from their mistakes. We'll see.
Yeah.
So, all things aside, you told us about the experience right now, the experience with the Albanian Federation and stuff. What does the future hold for you? You said you're 31 right now. You're thinking about retiring maybe. Are you still going for it at this point? You also have a job, right, in the UK. You're a nurse. You said. How does this interfere with your training schedule and your plans for the future?
So at the moment we're trying with my coach when like right now next month we do have Mediterranean Games.
Yep.
This is in a month time. To me it's not that important because it's not my category. I need to compete as a 59 and it's not an important competition for me.
Mm-hmm.
And after that I will go back to UK so I can work, I can earn some money because this is, I need to live and to my life needs to continue.
Yep.
And depends if we gonna decide that I'm gonna compete at Worlds, then like 2 months before Worlds or 1 month and a half, this is what we are doing all the time. We are coming together, training together, and preparing for the competition that we have.
And how's your training volume when you're also working?
It's really hard because I do have night shift as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
guessing as a nurse. Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, it's really hard, but I'm trying always just to keep a shape. And
then the 6 weeks prior, it's really then the main
sometimes
training.
it works, sometimes it doesn't work.
Okay.
So right now, because I had my injury and the operation on my hip, afterwards I was staying in Athens and I didn't work at all, obviously, and I was focused only on my recovery and start the training again and slowly how things can get better and everything. But now I'm going back to work. I do love my job, to be honest, and I do love weightlifting, but the way that weightlifting is in Albania has made me to suffer a lot, and is not. Sport must be something wonderful because you do sacrifice so many things.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm trying to say to the young people, like, if that, think a lot what you're doing, and do not allow to other, to make this the sport that you love, any sport, whatever you love to do, don't allow to anyone to make it
like
a bad thing, like, to make you feel bad. And because it's a nice thing, sport is a nice thing, and it's sad. It's really sad.
But that's a very empowering statement. I mean, glad that you are sharing the experience, at least with our audience, and I guess we also have like younger athletes in our audience. Those guys need to hear that, and I think, it's very empowering. So, let's say if things happen and you manage to get the Greek, like you manage to compete for the Greek team, will you be continuing, or is this something you haven't decided right now and you just look what happens in the future?
No, I have already withdrawn from that because when they did refuse to let me go, I just withdraw. I didn't, I said, okay, I'm not gonna try anymore because, as I said, I'm 31, and if I need to stay 2 years out of competition, it doesn't really work for me. I'm not gonna do it.
Fair enough.
And I'm tired because I'm lifting from the age of 11.
Oh, okay. So 20 years, okay.
It's been a lot.
Yeah.
But if I was representing Greece, I think I would still lift because I wouldn't need to go in UK and work there. Things are different. Like athletes, they do if they rank in the first 6th place at Europeans, 8th at Worlds, 8th at Olympics, and I have all these things.
Yes.
They do secure them a job.
Cool.
Or they are in military, and so they can focus 100% on their sports and on their preparation for everything. They can enjoy what I believe that sport is.
Yes.
Sport is an enjoyment.
Yes.
And this is how, like, I'm jealous in a good way when I see the athletes going in the camping and being all together, and I'm like why we cannot have this, why we cannot be so close to each other and be friends, and when someone from our team competing, why you are not here to watch him and empower him, and we are not like that.
Oh, that's sad. Yeah.
It is.
But well, at least you're being open about this situation, and maybe your openness will lead to some overthinking. Let's hope.
I'm open because I do believe that even if that will close many doors for me, someone needs to speak up about these things and the situation that is going on here. So at least young kids won't have the same problems as I do.
Yeah.
And even when I read the history of the lifter from Iran.
Was Tami?
No. She was from Iran, wasn't she?
Oh.
The one that
you
now
mean
from
a female lifter?
Yeah.
I'm not that familiar with the Iranian team, so.
So she was. I'm not sure. Like we can have a look on that. She did compete now at juniors in Greece, and she didn't return back to Iran. So she left the hotel and
fled.
Yeah.
Like Naim Soleimanoglu at his time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and now she she did speak about the situation there, and she had like same problems like we have here, and
Okay.
it's like it's so sad. It's really sad.
It is.
And
it is.
if people don't talk about these things, they will never change.
Yeah. Glad that you have the courage to speak with us about those topics, but really, yeah. Nice. It's I don't know what to say about more. Yeah, it's courageous. But to end this maybe on a little more positive note, do you have something to say to our mostly German audience, but also like international audience? What do you wanna? Is there something you want to say to wrap this up?
I would say stay united.
Nice.
Empower sports. Empower kids to go off their phones.
Yeah.
And do anything you love with your heart, because life is too short.
Eva, thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.